This is Biorelativity Emergency Meditation worldwide on February 25th. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Greetings, I'm Giuliano. We are the Arcturians. We are gathered today in a worldwide meditation for bringing calmness and peace and protection to the Central Europe and to the area of Ukraine. We will begin the meditation by talking briefly about the fracture of the dimensions which is over the Ukraine. Remember that when there is a fracture of the dimensions, then lower dark energy is seeping into the third dimension, causing the acting out and evilness, which is what we are seeing now. And we, as planetary healers, will work together to close this fracture and to establish a balance and peace. And we will be using special Arcturian tools for planetary healing. Let us begin the meditation by taking 3 deep breaths. You are going into a state of relaxation and connecting with your higher self, your multi-dimensional self, your 5th dimensional self. You have high-level advanced planetary healing abilities. Using this tone, clear your mind of all lower thinking as you're now entering a higher state of consciousness where you have access to your 5th dimensional planetary healing gifts. I, Giuliano, with our Arcturian friends and Ascended Masters, are gathered here today to support your efforts in putting out this terrible tragedy that is now occurring in the center of Europe, where the dangers are many, and also this is an environmental disaster besides a humanitarian disaster. I send down a corridor of light to each of you who are participating with me in this planetary healing meditation. Receive this 5th dimensional corridor of light that is connected now to the ring of ascension. And we will bilocate to the ring of ascension, where we also will be receiving the assistance of other ascended masters. Your 5th dimensional spiritual body detaches through your crown chakra and goes up into the corridor of light that I have placed around your room. Enter that corridor of light with your spirit body and travel now at the speed of thought to the ring of ascension, the halo of fifth dimensional light around planet Earth. You arrive at the ring of ascension, wherever you are on planet Earth. You are in the halo of light, and together we are sitting in a huge circle as a spiritual group. And this huge circle in the ring of ascension contains all of you, the planetary healers, myself, and several other ascended masters who are now being called to assist us at this dark moment on the planet. Travel with the ring of ascension, for it travels holographically and circularly around the earth, and travel now to the country of Ukraine. Ukraina. We are now directly over the country, and you will see etherically there is a fracture of the dimension right over Ukraine, starting at Chernobyl nuclear power plant and going at least 100 miles in both directions. With our great advanced planetary healing abilities, I want you to visualize this fracture coming together. And I, Giuliano, with my assistant Tomar and Helioa, are pushing together. We are stepping out of the ring of ascension, and we are pushing together this fracture so that the dark light from the lower third dimension will be closed. We are pushing together, pushing the fracture together. It is now closed. And you, with us, are placing an etheric-like glue to close the wound of this dimensional fracture. Use your visual powers of visualization. Use your powers of planetary healing. And Helioa and I are holding together the lower dimensional fracture, and use your powers to glue, to hold with your etheric energy the fracture so it is sealed. We will go into meditation now as you and I together work on this sacred task. We'll go into silence. Any dark energy that is seeping through, push it back through the fracture. Push it back. All dark energies, all evil energies are being pushed back through the fracture. For even though the fracture is sealed and closed, we still can push the darker light through and back and will not be able to re-enter. The fracture is sealed, but we still need to push back so much of the dark energies that have been unleashed. Continue in the meditation, using your powers to seal the fracture and push back the lower energies. We are stronger than the evil forces. We are stronger than the dark light. We carry the light of ascension. We carry the light of the fifth dimension. We carry the light of planetary healers. Very good. Continue to hold this sealant, this etheric glue. You are multidimensional and you can multitask. We travel along the fracture and we are now over the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. The disaster. We see what is known as a sarcophagus that covers the worst part of the accident area. But there is nuclear waste around the entire reactor area. There's been a battle here, and we can see that the radiation dust has been stirred up, and there is high levels of radiation. We are in the Ring of Ascension area, and I, Giuliano, with Helioa, at the Ring of Ascension, create an etheric blanket, an etheric healing blanket of light that is able, when we place it down, to hold the radiation in place, to stop any leakages, to return everything there to its state of calmness as much as possible. This etheric blanket is several miles in diameter. Together, we will each go to different parts of the blanket. Some will go to the north, some to the east, some to the west, some to the south. And we, the Arcturians, will be helping you. Visualize this etheric blanket with special healing powers leaving the Ring of Ascension and coming now directly over the area of Chernobyl. nuclear power disaster area. The blanket is now 10 miles above, 10 kilometers, 12 miles above, 8 miles, 6 miles, 2 miles, 1 mile. The blanket is now over the whole Chernobyl area of the nuclear reactor area, and we bring the blanket down over the entire reactor place. And it miraculously pushes down the radiation, brings the radiation levels to more normal, and creates a lessening of danger. Let us meditate on that as you see this etheric blanket doing its healing work. We'll go into silence. The blanket is both absorbing and neutralizing and calming the area around the nuclear disaster area. So you are now multitasking. You are continuing to hold the seal of the dimensional fracture and now the blanket over Chernobyl. The Ascended Master, our teacher, beloved teacher, Sananda, will now speak to you. Greetings. Greetings, dear ones, lovers of peace and light. I and the angelic guardians of peace are here, and we recognize this tremendous danger, and we are working with you and others to calm and bring peace through the miraculous light. I have assigned Archangel Michael to oversee this area, and we see a light. We see a light of peace in 3 days. Let this mission of peace be fulfilled now. Hold the light for 3 days. Peace miraculously will happen. And Archangel Michael, the guardian of peace, is helping to oversee all of these movements towards a resolution now. Visualize a white dove of peace over Ukraine. and let the miraculous occur during the next 3 days. I am Sananda. I return you to Giuliano. My dear friends and planetary healers, to the best of your abilities, now in the next hours, hold the etheric blanket over the Chernobyl area, and to the best of your ability, continue to hold the sealant in the fracture. And I, with Archangel Michael, and with you, visualize the white dove of peace flying proudly over the Ukraine country. And we send our blessings of light to all who are suffering now in that area. Prepare to return back to your home and room, knowing that you can at any time return during the night, during the day, and especially continue to visualize the white dove of peace flying over the area. You enter the corridor that brought you here and travel back at the speed of thought to the room where your physical third-dimensional body is. You arrive 6 feet above the physical body, and you re-enter in perfect alignment, bringing the light, the higher thoughts, the white dove of peace, and remember the 2 exercises, the etheric blanket and the sealing of the fracture. And so you are back into your body, feeling hopeful, strong, and unified. I am Giuliano. Good day.